Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another day of nuggets. Today's study is all about anthematology. If you are unfamiliar with that word, welcome to the club. I didn't know about it either. Anthematology is the study and collection of information about anthems, specifically national anthems or national hymns. Most countries have one, and you may wonder, how can a single song represent an entire nation? Well, that's because these anthems usually include some information about the history of the nation, and there's usually some praise directed at the founding fathers. There's also a part that declares devotion to the country, as well as sprinkles of patriotism throughout the song. We often find strong emotion described in a national anthem. It's unlikely that a national anthem will focus on the weaknesses or mistakes of a country. Quite the contrary. National anthems puff the nation up and highlight their strengths and achievements. National anthems help cement the identity of the nation, as you can often see in schools where the national anthem is sung every day or at international events. It sets one country apart from the other, such as the FIFA World Cup. When we look at Psalms 105, which is our psalm for today, we see most of the characteristics of a national hymn. It describes the history of Israel, starting from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It takes us through Joseph's struggles and triumphs in Egypt, as well as Israel's liberation from bondage. It highlights God's marvelous ways of sustaining the Israelites in the desert until they finally got to the promised land. Psalms 105 helps cement the Israelites' identity as a nation that was called by God. The patriotism and devotion should be towards God, not any earthly founding father, and the author makes a point of highlighting this part of history. Interestingly enough, Psalms 105 doesn't mention any of Israel's mistakes or backsliding patterns. It just puts the focus on God and praises Him for what He has done. There's a time and a place for learning from our mistakes, but sometimes it's just good for our spiritual journey to focus on God's deliverance and greatness. Let us always remember to give God the praise throughout our life and never forget that He rescued us from our sinful condition. And with that, we come to the end of our nugget. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.